Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all glory and praises to
Yahweh,
Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem,
Makakodash.
Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Honors and salutations to the hopeful elect. Pushing his word in truth and sincerity. Or just GMS LA South Bay coming back at you with another video. In the spirit, we're just going to go into trusting, putting your trust in the Lord. Putting all your trust in the Lord and not trusting in man, but trusting in the Lord.
Yep.
Because the times we're approaching, the times that we're in right now is, the Lord's, and He's bringing these prophecies, into fruition. He's manifesting these prophecies, and it's, on a small level, what I've been noticing in the spirit, especially out here, it's getting harder, man. The spirit is intensifying. Things are getting, the Lord's turning up the heat, so to speak. So, but that's in the spiritual, to be spiritual, and the spiritualness, to look at this, to look at this from a spiritual standpoint. You gotta look at it as the Lord preparing us from those turbulent times, Jacob's trouble, because this what we going through right now, the things that we that have transpired in our lives is really small potatoes compared to that great tribulation, that time of Jacob's trouble. But that on a spiritual level, we looking at it as the Lord preparing us for those times. So when those times come, all you're going to have is your faith in Yahweh Shem Yahushai and putting your trust in the Lord, because you can play different scenarios through your mind of what can happen, this can happen, that can happen, but ultimately the Lord is going to direct your steps. The Lord already set forth your path in this thing, or how it's going to be for you in that day. So all you got to do is trust in the Lord. So we're just going to go in the spirit, we're going to go in the scriptures, and hopefully this is edifying. Go ahead, bro.
Come on, bro. It's a Proverbs 3:5. It says, "Trust in Yahweh Bashem Yahushai with all thine heart, and lean not unto thine own understanding."
When it says all thy heart, it's talking about your mind. You're supposed to be putting your trust in the Lord, and not putting your trust in man, because what happens with man? Men get sick. Men lie. Men forget. Men doubt. Men get weak. Men get weary.
Yeah.
The Most High don't get that. You know what I'm saying? The Most High don't get sick. The Most High don't get tired. The Most High don't forget anything.
Mm-hmm.
And the Most High, He's all merciful. And the Most High can only really forgive sins. You had something to say, bro?
No.
Go ahead.
Let me read that again. It says, Proverbs 3:5, "Trust in Yahweh Bashem Yahushai with all thine heart, and lean not unto thine own understanding."
Right, you're not supposed to lean onto your own understanding. Trying to understand things the way you see it, or the way you think the word should come out, or how the world revolves around you. It don't work like that. Your understanding, you have no understanding but what the Most High gives you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like it says, man's goings are of the Lord. How can a man understand his own way? You ain't here to understand your own way. You here to understand the Most High's way. Go on.
Hey, come, bro, real quick. Hey, and you putting all your trust in the Lord, bro. Hey, that's showing humility,
Yeah.
to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, man.
Yeah.
Because in the Most High, he hates pride.
Right.
He hates a prideful man.
Right, and that shows you faith, because when you put your trust in the Most High, that's basically you. That's like you. That's you. You don't know what's gonna happen.
Mm-hmm.
So when you trust in the Lord, that's faith. You know what I'm saying? Because anything can happen. Just like when you go on the highways and byways, that's us trusting in the Lord, because anything can happen to us. When we out there, man, that's why you can't really take this thing for granted, man, because one day you be out there, something go down, what you gonna do? You can't stop going out. You gotta keep continuing to go out.
Hey, let me get one real quick, bro.
Come on, go ahead.
This is a Sirach 3:19. It says, "Many are in high place and of renown, but mysteries are revealed unto the meek." So like I was saying, you putting all your trust in Yahweh Shem Shai, that's showing meekness, that's showing humility. And Yahweh Shem Shai deals with a man like that. He's gonna give you that wisdom, that knowledge, that understanding to get through whatever he puts in front of you.
Right.
You gotta have faith in that.
Right.
That the Most High ain't gonna put something that's that's too hard for you to deal with, man.
Right. And one thing, the Lord don't want you to, like it says, the Lord don't want you to be worrying too much about shit in this world, like your daily problems and shit. Because we all go through that. We in the flesh. We got bills and all this other shit. That's constantly on our mind, problems. But the Lord, despite all that, the Lord wants us to trust Him, because that shit ain't nothing to the Most High, man. That's like a small thing. It ain't nothing for the Lord to deliver you out of those problems, those small, minor things. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to this word, pushing this word, trusting in the Lord, that all boils down to your belief. You know what I'm saying? Because every individual man in his truth has belief. Your belief depends upon your faith. Your faith and belief go hand in hand. You know what I'm saying? And faith is a thing you need to be able to continue in this walk.
Hey, bro, let me get one real quick, bro. This is Ephesians 2:8. It says, "For by grace are ye saved through faith, and that not of yourselves. It is the gift of the Most High."
See, the Most High got to give you that gift of faith.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because faith is one of those things you have or you don't have. Like they always say that in the world. Oh, he got it. He's got it. That it factor. They don't know what it is, but he got it.
Yeah, and you see that in the world, like with a certain athlete.
Yep.
Like they got stuff that you can't teach. He just got it. He's just, like the other day I was watching a video. It was like some dude was reacting to to a soccer player. Do like a little video of his highlights.
Right.
And he said something that was spiritual. He was like, man, he just got it. There's just that. He's like, that's God-given talent. He's like, it was like he was born to do this.
Right.
So that's that it.
Yeah.
And the Most High, He either gave you faith or He didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some men were born to do this and some weren't.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Is that simple?
Yeah, it's like, that's right. Like James Brown, like his music, like that was his gift. The Most High gave him that gift of music, to do music. But the same thing, like with him, the Lord gave His prophets, His servants, the gift of faith.
About the spirit of the prophets is subject to the prophets.
Yep. So the prophets back in the ancient world, those great men you read about in the scriptures, they had faith, and they back today, and they're gonna have faith again. In this latter end. Go on.
Let me go back to Proverbs. Proverbs 3:5. It says, "Trust in Yahweh Shem Shai with all thine heart, and lean not unto thine own understanding."
Right. We trust. See, these scriptures tell us, what to expect. The scriptures give us the scoop on what's to go down while we walking in this thing, and why we shouldn't fear or why we shouldn't worry, because these things that happened to our forefathers, and they trusted in the Lord. Like it says, what's that in Romans? It says things that were written aforetime. You got it?
Go ahead. That's the spirit, bro. It's Romans 15:4. It says, "For whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning, that we through patience and comfort of the scriptures might have hope."
Right. So everything was written for our learning, to know the day. Why is it good? Why is it showing us? Why is it best to trust in the Lord? It's plenty of scriptures to show you why you should trust in the Lord. Plenty of examples, plenty of accounts in the scriptures of men trusting in the Lord and being delivered.
Let me get another one, bro. This is Sirach 2, and it says, I'm gonna start a couple verses up. This is Sirach 2 and 7. It says, "Ye that fear the Lord, wait for His mercy, and go not aside lest ye fall. Ye that fear the Lord, believe Him, and your reward shall not fail." It says, "Ye that fear the Lord, hope for good, and for everlasting joy and mercy."
Right, fear the Lord, not fear the eyes of men. Fear the Lord. You know what I'm saying? You gotta know you doing this for yourself, man. You know what I'm saying? Even though we a brotherhood, you doing this. You gotta do your own work. You gotta do this for yourself, and know that you know you gotta please the Most High before anybody else, even yourself. You know what I'm saying? Because this thing ain't easy. You know, it's difficult. That's why this is only for a small number.
Couple right there, like I said in verse 8, it said, "Ye that fear the Lord, believe Him, and your reward shall not fail." Hey, bro, that goes hand in hand with that Hebrews 11 and 6. Bro, He's a rewarder of him that diligently seek Him.
Yeah.
Believing Him, having faith in Him.
Right.
You know?
Right. And it says, well, faith is impossible to please Him. So if you ain't got no faith, you're not going to please the Lord, because the Lord wants you to go trust, that faith, that trust. The Lord wants you to put your trust in Him and Him alone. The Lord don't want you trusting in this shit out here. That's why a lot of our people, they're going to be destroyed. And that's what pisses the Most High off, gets the Most High angry, because our people don't trust in Him. They trust in this dollar bill when that shit ain't nothing, man. That's why the Lord has a lot of our people struggle. You know, He have it to where Jake don't get a lot of money, because these niggas is ungrateful. You know, these niggas will get a lot of money and they'll forget about the Lord.
And since we talked about it, let me bring it out, bro. Hebrews 11 and 6 says, "But without faith it is impossible to please Him. For he that cometh to the Most High must believe that He is, and that He is a rewarder of them that diligently seek Him."
And the Most High is a rewarder. He's a true rewarder. Fuck with this white man. This white man, he'll give you a job, right? He'll give you a job. It'll probably be a good job. But what happens? Something might happen, and then he'll have to make cutbacks, and then you know he gonna fire Jake. You know, Jake gonna be the first one to go. You know what I'm saying? Everything in this society is temporal, man. It's nothing that this man can give you that's everlasting.
Yeah, bro, and like you said, you could have a job, you've been there for years, but when they have to make cutbacks, it's like all that work you put in didn't even matter.
Right. Hey,
but the Most High is not like that, bro. That's why it says the Lord is not unrighteous to forget your work and labor of love.
Right.
The Most High is not like man.
Right.
Like your boss will fire you. You could have been there for 20 years, but hey, I gotta make cutbacks. Sorry.
Right.
Fuck those 20 years of you being, faithful to the company or to the boss or whatever.
Right.
Right. They'll throw you out on your ass. But the Most High is not like that.
Right.
You're diligent. And you're fearful, and you're faithful, and you're sincere. Hey, the Most High is not gonna forget that.
Right. And say like, yeah, you will have a job and shit, but your landlord keep increasing your rent. So you say you get a bonus or increase, and the landlord keep raising your rent. All that money going to your rent, so you really ain't making no money.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But us trusting the Lord, the Lord, we know the Lord gonna take care of us. We don't worry about shit like that. Yeah. When you in this truth, your mind is at a certain, you ain't like these people in the world and shit. You just living life and shit and think everything all good. You living like there's no tomorrow. We understand that we in this world, we gotta do what we gotta do, but we ultimately the Lord takes care of us.
Yeah.
We got that faith.
That's right.
Continue.
Yeah, well, I'm done with that. But let me go back to Sirach 2.
Yeah.
This is the point I was trying to get to. Is Sirach 2 and 10. It says, going with that Romans 15. It says Sirach 2 and 10. It says, "Look at the generations of old and see, did ever any trust in the Lord and was confounded? Or did any abide in His fear and was forsaken? Or whom did He ever despise that called upon Him?"
Right. Who the Lord despised that ever called upon Him? Look at men like Moses, men like David, Elijah, men like Daniel, so on and so forth. There's plenty of examples. Abraham,
all kind of examples, like you said,
from beginning to now, from beginning to now,
yeah,
and forever. We always gonna trust in the Lord. Even you know, when we in the kingdom, we ain't even gonna need to worry in the kingdom, man, because we know the Lord. The blessings, like how the curses over here overtakes us with certain things. In the kingdom, it's gonna be nothing but blessings. The blessings is gonna just compass us.
Right?
You know what I'm saying? You will just be out, your council one day, and you just get a blessing out of nowhere. You fall asleep, you wake up right to a blessing.
Kind of, hey, that's why I hate when these Jake out here, especially them church Jakes, they'll be like, "Oh, he's blessed," or "Have a
Yeah.
blessed day." Hey, you don't know what blessed means, man. We're not gonna know until the kingdom, man.
Right.
How we gonna have a blessed day when you're fucking in our captivity? You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right. How you gonna be blessed and you in the ghetto? You walk out your church and catch a straight bullet.
How you gonna be blessed when you have diabetes and the doctor's about to chop off your foot? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. How you bless? How you bless? You say you catch the bus or train to work. You sat in the seat. A woman just had a period. And you don't know she just sat right there. How you bless? You live in a fucking defiled place. You walking and you see another man's woman. You see her titties. You gotta go to work with this woman, and she got her fucking titties showing, but she got a husband. How the fuck are you blessed?
Mm-hmm.
That's foolish talk. But continue.
Bro.
Yeah.
All right. Verse 11 it says, "For the Lord is full of compassion and mercy, long suffering and very pitiful, and forgiveth sins, and saveth in time of affliction."
Right. You see, that's why you gotta trust in the Lord. The Lord is merciful.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Don't fear what men gonna think about you. Listen, it ain't about what men think about you. Because men will love you one minute and then hate you the next.
Oh.
A man that say he love you, and the next second you his worst enemy.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? You should be worried about what the Lord think about you. That's the most important thing.
Come, bro. And then looking at what was written before, we seen that the Most High, we see who He saved, and it was always those that had a fear, that had a faith, that had diligence to Yahweh Shem Shai. It's a lot. So we got to know that if we do that very same thing, that He's also gonna save us, in the time of our afflictions, man.
Yeah, that's right. Because like I said, really we out here on blind faith.
Yeah.
We don't know we don't know what's gonna happen when we go out there and teach. We don't even know what's gonna happen now when we come out here and teach. Anything can happen. Motherfucker can walk up on us and blow us away.
Yeah.
But the angels are camped around them that fear the Lord.
Yep.
So we don't worry about shit like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We trust in Yahweh Shem Shai.
Yeah.
Go on.
That was it on that one, but let me go back to the Proverbs. We never finished that.
Right.
Is Proverbs again? I'm gonna start at 5 again. It says, "Trust in Yahweh Shem Shai with all thine heart, and lead not unto thine own understanding.
Yep.
In all thy ways acknowledge Him, and He shall direct thy paths."
Yep. In all your ways acknowledge Him. In your daily life, when you walking about, think upon the Lord. Think upon this truth.
Mm-hmm.
Upon these words. You know what I'm saying? Think about the men, think about the prophets, think about all the hardships they had to go through, think about all the sufferings they had to go through.
Mm-hmm.
Because the prophets, the men that came before us, they wasn't in the time we in. The times we in is the Lord getting ready to usher in the kingdom. Mm-hmm. This is the time the prophets been looking for from generations.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We in that time where the Lord's getting ready to usher in this thing. So, it's a beautiful, it's a humbling, thing to think about, man. It's surreal sometimes, man. You think about it. All these people, the Lord chose me to be in this truth. It's a humbling thing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What says, in all thy ways acknowledge Him, and He shall direct thy paths. Be not wise in thine own eyes. Fear Yahweh by Shem Shai, and depart from evil.
Yeah, that's right. Fear the Lord, depart from evil, man. And what is evil in this world, man? These people out here in this world. You know what I'm saying? Do what you gotta do. Do you get your little daily bread? And once you get all that, you take care of your business, wherever you need to take care. Shit, depart out that world, man. Get the fuck up. Get the fuck out of here. You know, in and out, basically.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like Neo in the Matrix, in and out. Do what you gotta do. Get your little shit and get back to the safe haven, which is the scriptures.
I got one more. We want to close it out.
Close out at that. Yeah.
Con, this is Psalms 55:22. It says, cast thy burden upon Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, and he shall sustain thee. He shall never suffer the righteous to be moved.
Right. The Lord is what the Spirit of the Lord is what sustains us. You know, this money in this world we work and shit physically sustain ourselves, but ultimately the Spirit is what sustains us. Because you got a lot of niggas out there in the world, they sell drugs or they do all these little schemes to make quick, fast money, but them niggas is gonna be destroyed. You know what I'm saying? You got niggas out here they got all kind of money because they wicked. You know what I'm saying? And then see, that's one of the hardest things to deal with in this truth. Here it is, you do all the right things, but it seems like you can't get a break.
Right.
You know, but that's our test. The Lord is doing that to show that builds character.
Yeah. Because
a lot of motherfuckers they'll use as an excuse to be wicked. Oh, it's hard out here, so I'm gonna do this. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, you remember that in that song Biggie was talking about he sold drugs like just to feed my daughter.
Yeah.
They use that excuse of like shit's hard out here to do wicked ass shit.
Right. But then the Lord's gonna show that's what that glory. The Lord say, "Hey, my man, it was hard out here, but my man, they didn't do none of that shit. They kept their integrity and they was out there teaching this word." So the Lord gonna be like, "What's y'all niggas' excuse?"
Yeah.
You know. Was it more on that, or was that it?
Yeah, that was it on that. But let me just reread it real quick.
You
know, again, Psalms 55:22. It says, "Cast thy burden upon Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, and he shall sustain thee. He shall never suffer the righteous to be moved." Hey, man. So if you have, if you have faith in Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, you show diligence and fear towards the Lord, bro. He's gonna take care of you, man.
Yep.
He's gonna give you what you need. He's gonna sustain you. He's gonna keep you fed, clothed, with a roof over your head. He's gonna keep you in the spirit.
Yep.
He's gonna keep you lively. He's gonna keep you, wanting to please him.
Yep. That's right.
And so, like, basically, the whole point of this video was just to tell bros, hey, man, have complete faith in the Lord, man. The Lord's gonna have your back, man.
That's right.
If you fight for the Lord's gonna fight for you.
Yep. Hashtag. They don't know no trends online. Your hashtag should be faith.
That's right, bro.
Faith in the Lord, trust in the Lord. Hashtag. Y'all should be on shot. That was it
on that, bro.
So we gonna close it out. We had a few scriptures. You know how Jake know how to stretch a meal. You know what I'm saying? Even though it was a few scriptures, the video, hopefully was edifying, man. The point is, because sometimes you don't have to do a whole lot of verses or scriptures. You can bring 1-2 scriptures out and basically cover what you're saying in so many words, But, hopefully this was edifying to you brothers out there, Yeah, man, just trust in the Lord, man. We almost out of here, Just don't deviate from the plan, Just stick to what the scriptures say. Stick to the blueprint,
Kind of already laid out.
Yep, that's all we got to do is just trust in the Lord, and that's it. So with that, we're going to close it out. We're going to give all glory and praises to Yahweh, Ba'Shem Yahushai, Ba'Shem HaKakodash. Double honors to the apostles. That was a great millstone. Honors and salutations to the hopeful elect, pushing his word in truth and sincerity. We're going to say Shalom.
Shalom.
Shalom, Maki.